What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Toronto Blue Jays franchise in MLB 16, the show. So this will be one of the two final episodes before we have to restart the franchise when OSFM rosters come out. And we are taking on the Minnesota Twins in this episode. Edwin Encarnacion getting things started out early as he doubles into right field, and that is going to put him on second base as it was a double. So that will bring up Chris Colabello, and he is going to walk, so that'll put runners on first and second for the Blue Jays, and that will bring up Justin Smoke, and he is also going to walk. So very rough start for Irvin Santana, walked a couple guys, and now Josh Tolle, as R.A. Dickey was on the mound, he was catching today, and he is going to suicide squeeze, and that brings home one run. It was a very long bunt, but it would be the only run that we scored that inning after all, and here, doubling out to left field, and that is going to, again, put a runner in prime position to score. Maybe the Blue Jays can tack on an insurance run right here, as it is Josh Tolle once again, and he is going to lash that one out to left field. But for some reason, I believe it was Justin Smoke who was on before him, just did not want to run. And now Devin Travis is up with two runners in pretty decent position, and one is going to score on that. Tolle is going to get over to third, and Travis is in with a sliding double, and that would score one run. And no more damage done right here. Look at this by Troy Tulowitzki. This is the slowest home run I think I've ever seen in MLB The Show. It was like 340 feet. It just kept carrying, and it was crazy. But here we go. Eduardo Nunez is up at bat for the Minnesota Twins, and he is going to get that one out into right field and be on first base. And then Danny Santana is going to lash one out to center field, and Kevin Pillar is just not quite quick enough to get to that. He has to play it off the wall, and that is actually going to be a double for Danny Santana, and Eduardo Nunez goes home uncontested. Oswaldo Arcia up to bat with a 1-2 count, and he is going to lash that one back up the middle. Does not bring home Danny Santana, although he thought about it. Kevin Pillar will throw it home to get rid of any sort of threat that there was. And now Brian Dozier up to bat, and he is going to lash that one out to left field. And so that brings home another run for Minnesota, and it gets both of the other runners to second and third base. And that would not be where the damage ended, as Trevor Plouffe would bring home two more as he lashes that one up the middle, and Pillar just did not get up on that one quick enough, and so it will bring home both runs. And the Twins have taken a 5-3 or a 4-3 lead, And now Kurt Suzuki is up to bat. He splits the outfielders right there, and he is going to have himself a double, as he is still catching for this team in this franchise. I'm surprised they didn't start Yosmil Pinto over him unless they don't still have him. Danny Santana did damage before. He will bring Suzuki home as he got over to third on a ground out on the previous play. And that would not be it, as Miguel Sano is going to take this one off of the wall. Kevin Pillar has to play it. And this was a really weird ballpark because I had no idea that the ball was going to go that far. And so Sano does get to third over it, but that would be the end of the scoring run that Minnesota was on, as they have scored 6 unanswered runs. Troy Tulowitzki did not want to get his team out of it. He is going to take one high and deep once again, his second home run of the afternoon, this time into the Kansas City bullpen. That more of a legitimate home run than the other one. And now, top of the ninth, Glenn Perkins is on the mound, and he is going to walk Jose Bautista. We only need 2 runs here, so it might be a attainable goal with a left-hander on the mound. Edwin Encarnacion is going to take that one out to right field, and it will get Bautista over to third, but not quite home, as Danny Santana with a pretty decent relay throw right there. I didn't know if it was going to be thrown home, but Chris Colabello would ground into a double play, ground out, and that would be the second out of the inning, and Junior Lake would be on to pinch hit, but he would fly out. So that's going to do it. The Blue Jays lose after giving up 6 unanswered runs to the Minnesota Twins. Lose by a score of 6-5 after the 9th inning rally came up short. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned for more Toronto Blue Jays franchise in MLB 16, the show.
this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Twins. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field on 3rd Avenue.